Hi, I am Dhaval. I'm the founder and CEO of Class Central. We are like a TripAdvisor for online education, and we have helped more than 20 million people decide which online course to take. We are bootstrapped and profitable. So I started Class Central more than 7 years ago as a side project. In October 2011, three Stanford courses were offered online for free, and I was doing one of them. While doing that course, more free online courses were being announced. And at that time, I knew that at any point in the future, I would be doing at least one course. So what I did was I just built a one-page site that listed all these courses and called it Class Central. All I wanted to do was organize this, sort these courses by start date. And since then, we have become the #1 search engine for online courses and MOOCs. We have more than 1.3 million registered users. Our users have written over 50,000 reviews, and we have published 750 plus articles on MOOCs and online education. We also launched a follow button for education, where you can follow a course, university, subject, or the provider, and we send you course recommendations as well as new course notifications. At this point, we have more than 20 million followers. Our team consists of people whose lives have been impacted by online education. The 6 of us have done more than 300 online courses and 3 online degrees, including a self-directed one. I have a master's in computer science from Georgia Tech, and I've written for different publications like EdSurge, TechCrunch, VentureBeat, QZ, and many others. Laurie, she published a book on how to build your own MBA through MOOCs. It was based on her own personal experience, and she has been featured in Wall Street Journal, Entrepreneur, Financial Times, and other places. So before I move ahead, let me tell you about the evolution of MOOCs. So MOOCs are still alive, and they're doing pretty well. Last year, more than 20 million users registered for a MOOC for the first time. 2,000 courses were added, and now over 900 universities are creating one. And MOOCs have also found their target audience. These are professional lifelong learners, people who take these courses for some sort of career benefit. Usually, they are well beyond their college years and have already some sort of online degree. According to our own survey at Class Central, we found that 43% of people who took MOOCs found some tangible benefit. And they're not as free as they used to be. The policy might vary from provider to provider, but every one of them has cut back on what's free in MOOCs. MOOCs have gone from free to audit. And they've launched a number of different products, like each major provider has a micro-credential of their own. They like Coursera specialization, Udacity's nano degrees. So far, over 630 micro-credentials have been launched. They're also launching a bunch of online degrees. 45 of them have been announced, including 2 bachelors, and we can see more online degrees in the future. And through all these changes, and this is how it works from a student's perspective. Either you take the course for free, or you pay a bit more and get a certificate. And if you pay a bit more and get a bunch of these certificates, you get a micro-credential. And if you pay a lot more, you get an entire online degree. And I captured this model in my 60 years of MOOC monetization. And at Class Central, we also monetize at all these different tiers. And through all these changes, MOOCs have become big businesses. In 2018 alone, the major MOOC providers generated over $250 million in revenues. And at Class Central, we have been tracking MOOCs before they were called MOOCs. Instead of focusing on all kinds of online courses, we made sure to focus on MOOCs and try to build an ecosystem around it. We consider ourselves to be in the business of educating people about education. And we prefer depth over breadth. So take our course pages, for example. We collect over 15 different attributes, including detailed syllabus and user-generated reviews, as compared to our competitors who usually collect around 5 attributes. As I mentioned before, we had a follow button where you can follow a course provider, university, subjects, and courses. And because of all the data that we collect, we are able to publish rankings, an all-time top 50, a yearly ranking, and also a monthly ranking. This is a unique data set that only we have. Our MOOC report publication is the only industry-focused publication on MOOCs, and we have published more than 750 articles, and every month we get a readership of over 100,000 people. And many of our articles are also republished in other publications like TechCrunch, VentureBeat, EdSurge, QuarkUZ. So by building this ecosystem, what we have achieved is becoming an authority in online education and a source for information. When journalists or researchers write articles about MOOCs, they quote our stats and analysis. When bloggers create listicle, they research on Class Central and link back to us. What this has created is a sustainable, low-cost way of acquiring new users as well as improving our SEO. Our ecosystem of follow button notifications, articles, and course rankings keeps the learner engaged and bringing back on Class Central. We don't think MOOCs are the answer to every education problem, but what we are trying to do here is build a self-sustaining ecosystem around MOOCs and then expand to other educational resources. And as people navigate between these different educational resources, Class Central will be the place where they find, plan, and track their online education. Thank you.